Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the blue moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Market Moon Lord. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the blue moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. And today we're going to be going over AMC's astrological transits and try to make some predictions for the up and coming days. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm in love with the moon. I always track the moon phases, and the moon phases has told us a lot about the previous predictions for AMC. So let's continue this predictions just using the moon phases. So some important things to note that last time we did talk about on this full moon, we're going to see some type of event or climax, and we can kind of see that we kind of hit a little bit of a climax, but we on the way to the full moon, we did see some of the highs. Okay, and then we've been traveling slowly higher since that full moon, and now we're on to where we are on today's or Monday's trading day, which is the 15th of March on the new moon. The new moon was on Saturday, but this is the next trading day from the new moon. Okay, so some important things to mention with this new moon is, first of all, it's a new moon in Pisces, and Pisces is the ruler of Hollywood, because Pisces rules the spiritual world, it rules the creative world, it rules the illusions. Hollywood comes from the internal world, the spiritual world, the creative world, the illusions world. Someone thought of a story in their mind, and then made it look real on the screen, and everyone feels it like it's real. This is very Piscean / Neptune vibes. Not to mention, Venus is exalted in Pisces and is also in the sign of Pisces during this new moon. And Neptune was in the sign of Pisces during this new moon. And of course, the sun was in the sign of Pisces during this new moon, because whenever it's a new moon, is when the sun and the moon meet together and the moon meets the sun. Okay. So the sun is in currently Pisces. Really good for AMC, and even good for GME, because Pisces rules the creative world, the internal world, the spiritual world, the world you go to escape. Okay, Pisces rules escapism. Okay, video games is a form of escaping reality and going into a different world. This is very Piscean, Neptunian vibes. Venus rules love, creativity, beauty, indulging, having fun. This is why it's exalted in Pisces, because it just gets to escape into other worlds. AMC, GME, this is a great new moon for both of these companies, and we'll be making a video on GME later. But yes, this new moon is amazing. We'll also be looking at some of these actual transits from the planets later in this video for AMC, and we'll be making some exact day predictions on what to expect. Okay, but on this new moon, it seems like every new moon, we seem to go up. Okay, so I'm gonna expect the same thing. You can see this new moon went up, this new moon, it went up, and so on this new moon, yeah, it's gonna go up. It's really that simple. But we're gonna have a Pagi moon, which is these things right here, a couple days right after this new moon, and I want to say the exact date is on the 18th, apogee moon, on the 18th of March, right before the triple witching day. They're calling it, right, on the 19th. So I'm excited to see what happens. But on these alchemy days, it does seem like they do create a little bit of a shift of some sort. Okay, so after this shift, it kind of went in, it kind of went up. It kind of looks like it's flat leading up into it to them, and then it makes a shift. So I'm thinking on the next few trading days, we might see some flatness, right? But then on this apogee moon, it's going to go up again. Okay, and that looks right, because it's going to lead to the full moon. Okay, so expect, just off this, just looking at the moon, consolidating the next couple days, but then on on that Friday, on that 19th, the day after the Atrophy moon, looks exciting. Okay, that does look exciting, because it seems to match up with what's happening here on these last ones. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, like a day after it seems to go up a lot. And hey, who knows? It might really go up this time. We'll see what the stars say when we look deeper into the planets. Okay, so that's next week. And then another day we want to look into is the full moon will be on the 28th. Okay. So, yes, the 19th looks like something special could be happening based on the fact that we just had a new moon in Pisces, great for Hollywood. And then we're going to have the atrophy moon at the day before that, which looks really good for a big boost right before that day, right after that day, excuse me. So that's good. And then again on the 28th, we'll go over that later, but we're going to have another full moon and then perigee moon 2 days after that. So that looks pretty significant too. So what we're going to do now is actually look at the stars. Okay, as you can see here, we have the chart of AMC along with the chart of the world and what's currently happening in the stars. I want to go to that new moon. Okay. So look at where all these planets are clustered up in Pisces. Okay. We have Venus exalted in Pisces. We have Neptune, which belongs to Pisces. We have the moon in Pisces, which does great. And the moon and the sun doesn't mind Pisces either. This is all very, very good for AMC. Okay. Because this rules Hollywood, Pisces. And look where AMC's Neptune is in Pisces. That makes sense. Okay. Um, so based on that, that does look like a new beginning. New moons represent new beginnings for everybody. Okay, especially things involving Pisces. I'm not too worried about these squares and everything at this particular moment because there's a lot of bad information coming out on AMC all the time was with people trying to manipulate us from not holding, and AMC has been doing horrible lately and as far as like making money. So they do have a square to us Mercury during this new moon, and we just got information, the bad information about how they didn't really make money like they used to make money. But that's okay. It didn't really affect the stock market too much, so I'm not too worried about that. And then the Mercury was actually sextiling AMC's Sun, which would indicate good news. So, that kind of cancels things out. Okay. So, no matter what, Mercury represents, communication news. So, there's a lot of talk on AMC. AMC is getting a lot of attention on this new moon. Okay. And it's really good attention because it is, Hollywood type attention. Okay. Okay, so remember, Venus is exalted in Pisces, okay? And Neptune belongs in Pisces. So this is a big moment between Neptune and Pisces during this full moon. And let me go to exactly that, or excuse me, new moon. Let me go to the exact moment of that new moon. You can see here the moon and the sun are together, okay? Now, Venus is trying AMC Saturn and trying AMC's Jupiter. Okay, a trine means a perfect angle. It's those two blue lines. It's perfect harmony. All right. What's really cool about this is Jupiter's exalted in Cancer. Jupiter represents expansion. Okay, so we have expansion on this new moon. Facts. And then Saturn does represent opposite of expansion, restriction. But this see Saturn restricts but gives you milestones. Okay, so since this is a positive trine, positive aspect, this is more likely a restriction getting lifted, especially the validation of exalted Jupiter in Cancer and exalted Venus and Pisces going on here. Okay, Saturn and Scorpio represents transformation. So I would not be surprised if there's some type of transformation within the structure of the company this week. Okay, especially the stock. Um, yeah, expansion on the stock, transformation on the stock. So this is very, very bullish energy for AMC. Yeah, Saturn sextiling Uranus is a very strong transit because these are two outer planets hitting each other that move very slowly. So this happens like once like every, you know, 50, 60 years. Uranus represents breakthroughs, pioneering the future technology. That and it's in the sign of Aries. The spark, the initiator, brand new is fire. Very, very, very strong energy for just breaking into the future. And then Saturn and Aquarius is all about breakthroughs as well, because Saturn wants to build, Aquarius wants to destroy the old and build something new. So expect some new things on AMC next week. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be tracking all this on my Twitter like I always do, and making exact calls and conjunctions as they're happening. So if you guys are interested in actually tracking it and knowing exactly what to expect at real time, hit me up on Twitter at the Market Moonlord, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate everyone for listening. Prediction video for you guys later this week on AMC, and I'm about to record GME's astrological transits. Guys, share this. People should know about astrology and the stock market. It's just another tool to help us make predictions. And of course, use all the other tools we have in your arsenal. Okay. There's just another tool to add to it. Okay. So I'm the Blue Moon of Neptune. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Good luck to everyone next week. And until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.